Today I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a couple of rounds in the Tomcat against an F-18 guns only. I'm fairly new at the Tomcat, so it might be all over the place, but that's the fun of this thing. It is pretty wild. We have entered a nose-to-nose fight with the F-18. Good news is the F-14 is really good at the one-circle nose-to-nose fight as well. I really noticed in the Tomcat, if you pull too hard or use the rudder too much, you can really go off plane and you're basically driving yourself into the ground if you're close to the ground. And once you find that sweet spot, it starts paying off. I should also mention that I'm really new to DCS and very new to the Tomcat. I've realized how much the Tomcat will throw you around, but it does make you a better dogfighter in other mods such as like the F-18 and F-16 I found, and that's my own personal experience. That may be due to the fact that the F-14 is not a fly-by-wire, so you don't have computers correcting your mistakes. Actually might get a shot right here. Come on, come on. Oh. And actually he's gonna serve himself right up here. Oh. Alright, well, that was kind of easy. Just dropped her right in front of my nose and I just held down the trigger. Alright, well that was fun. Turn the opposite direction to create a nose to tail, and that's called a two-circle fight. I'm doing this because the Tomcat is really good at the two-circle nose to tail fight. Watch some of these other guys in DCS flying the Tomcat, and it's kind of incredible how they can maneuver that thing, and that's like throttle splitting and using the rudder, not too much of it. So I'm slowly bringing in those techniques. One of the things I've really focused on is managing the throttle. It's like playing a new racing game. You're just full throttle all the way into the corners, hitting the walls, doing that. Same thing, it's just you're more in a three-dimensional space here. So, you know, you're hitting the ground or you're stalling out pretty easy. So it's just one of those things that I really focused on, and it's helped me a lot, and it still needs improvement, but definitely a great takeaway. Alright, so we're doing pretty good here, actually. Better than I thought, sticking behind him, and it's just about managing that speed because he's going to try to get me to fly past him. That's one thing I gotta watch, and actually it's kind of hard to see him right here. Another observation, because of the canopy bow in the F-14, I find I was sticking my head into the screen with track IR, and I was flying a little different, making the conscious effort to pull my head back when in pursuit and only stick it in when I'm going for a gun solution, and that back and forth, so my head's not just buried in the HUD following in pursuit. Alright, I think it's time to close the distance here. I'm going to get a bit more aggressive and close the gap between us. He's doing a couple of nose counters here, so he's going back and forth. And you can see how it's easy to follow. And here we go. Nice. So I'm going to be adding some more dogfights, cinematic clips, jumping onto PvP servers, basically anything I can do in DCS. My only problem is time. With my schedule, I'm trying to do as much as I can when I can. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's more of a newbie perspective of this. I'd say I've got 100 hours into DCS, so it's a bit of a benchmark here for myself to even look back at this. And when you hit that 1,000 hours, eventually 10,000 hours, hope it's not too cringy looking back. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.